I wish you wouldn't make me leave here. I poured it on and I poured it out. I tried to show you just how much I cared. I'm tired of words and I'm too hoarse to shout. But you've been cold to me so long, I'm crying icicles instead of tears. And all I can do is keep on telling you I want you, I need you, but there ain't no way I'm ever gonna love you. Ooh, that's harsh. But don't be sad, 'cause 2 out of 3 ain't bad. You're never gonna love me, but don't be sad, 'cause 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Yeah, okay. I guess I can live with that. Really? Yeah, love. It's overrated. Hey, BOOZHOO! How you doing? Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language. And what's the other thing, sweetie? And culture! And culture. I am NANABOOZHOO, and this is the lovely and the talented Natasha. Ikadon BOOZHOO Weenie Mushane. Say hello, sweetie. Hello, everybody. How's it going? And over here in this corner, weighing in at, what are you, like 170, 175? Yeah, something like that. I haven't weighed myself in a while. The rockstar cartoonist, Michael Lyons. Ikadon BOOZHOO Niji. Say hello, brother. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. You look good. I'm glad you took a shower. You're glad I took a shower? Yeah, I mean, we're the ones who got to look at you. Okay. Anyway. Cold today. I know. It's going to be cold tonight, too. Yeah. 20 below or something. Hot water pipe froze. I know. I was scared for 10 minutes. Me too. I was like, oh, here we go. And then I went down. It's a whole thing to get down underneath the house here. You got to walk through really deep snow and then grab onto this tree and lower yourself into the stairwell. It's all covered in ice. It's very dangerous. And then you walk down these steps and you get to this door, wood door that opens up into a little, probably 6 foot, 4-inch room, 6 by 6. That's just cement floor and a water heater and a bunch of pipes. So I go down there to check it out. Oh, great. And then what am I going to do? Oh, I'm going to check it out. It's kind of like when my car doesn't start and I put up the hood and I go, let's see, what could be the problem? Unless it's a dead squirrel, there's nothing I'm going to be able to tell. Oh, well, there you go. That's the problem. The squirrel's dead. But so I go down there, and sure enough, the door was open. And I was like, oh, that is a problem I can fix. Somehow the door, I think some ice melted or something when it kind of opened a little bit. So I shut it, close the little thingy. And, 10 minutes later, the hot water comes back on. And I thank Gichimanadu for blessing us with hot water once again. Keeping the water flowing in the house. And keeping the electricity on. I mean, there are places in this country that have rolling blackouts. Things are going to get very real, very expensive here very quickly, they say. Anything that requires gasoline is going to get inflation. So I don't know. I was just glad that for the time being, everything worked out. And also thank you to the BOOZHOO crew for the super chats, for helping us out on Patreon, on PayPal, for buying Michael's books. That keeps the show going too. Huh, John Redcorn. Is John here? Yeah, of course John's here. What's he going to do? He doesn't have a job. He doesn't have a job? Are you kidding me? John Redcorn? No. John gets by on his wits. I don't know. He probably has a job. Hey, BOOZHOO, John, how you doing? And Diane is here. I know Diane has a job. Diane's a teacher, huh? Yep. Diane's educating the youth of tomorrow. Good luck with that. I think I saw something, Minneapolis teachers are on strike. Really? Yeah. They want more money for the paraprofessionals. What's a paraprofessional? It's two professionals. Get out of here. No, it's what they used to call the teacher's aide. Before everybody got so sensitive. And something to do with mandates and I don't know. I'm not sure where the teachers land on the mandate. Do they want the government to tell them to wear masks and get vaccinated? Or do they want the freedom? I'm not sure where they're, Do teachers like making the kids stay at home so they can just teach from their kitchens? Or do they want the schools open? Aren't the schools not open? I don't know. Apparently the schools are open if Diane's got to work. Yeah. So, I don't know. Asinawan Anug 69. BOOZHOO Niji. Wally's here. Hey, Wally Bear. How's it going, my brother? And Tesoros de Tomas. BOOZHOO Niji. Nice to see you. Welcome back to the show. Watch the commercials. What commercials? That's what smells fresh. Don't walk through the snow. Get on your belly and slide over it. Yeah. Be like the otter. Like the niggig. The what? Niggig. I'm not saying the N-word. Yeah, you better not. Somehow I've been saying the N-word a lot on my little OJIBWE show. Because that's the problem. If you tell me not to do something, it's like I didn't even want to do it until you told me I couldn't. Now it's the one thing. Why not? Who am I offending? A bunch of shenabs? What are the Indian people going to get mad at me for using the N-word? Or is it white people? White people hate the N-word. How dare you? That word. If you even use that word, it makes a black person feel so bad. And then you go, but the black people are the only ones using it. And then this was my best joke the other night. Or the other morning, we were talking about the N-word. And I was like, the two worst things you can say, and the words that are the worst swear words, I think I was talking about swear words, are the N-word and the MF word. MF is the way worse. But for the reasons why the N-word is triggering or is forbidden, how come rape isn't a swear word or a protected word? Because I would think if I was a person who had been raped, somebody saying rape or making, casual remarks, using that term, here's my rapist. Hey, all you mother rapers, it's just weird. It's inconsistent. And then I got away with this one. I go, and who is the one group of people who are the only ones who casually use the N-word and the MF word? N-words. That's terrible, But, yeah. Don't tell me what I can't say. Not on this Thursday, sweetie. No. Neo Gisha good. It is the 4th day. Go forth. Go forth and multiply. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 16 is something or other. And on and on. Thursday. Thirsty Thursday. The day to tell drinking stories. Neo Geisha Good. The best thing about sober people is that they get to tell stories of when they were drunk. Nobody wants to hear a person who's currently an alcoholic tell drunk stories. But everybody wants to hear drunk stories because they're hilarious. But it can only be, a guy has to preface it with, you know, back in my drinking days, I remember this one time, back in my drinking days, mind you. But nobody wants to hear it if it was like last night. Hey, what'd you do last night? Oh, I got wasted. Yeah, I went right home, just started pounding beers and shots. By 8 o'clock, I was vomiting and calling up old girlfriends. You know, what? And then I had the runs and the bed spins. And when I woke up, I was hungover, but I came into work anyway. What'd you do last night? And you go, not that. But I don't really have any drinking stories anymore. He don't get drunk anymore. Neo Geisha Good. But today, I would like to talk about the drum, the way he gun. Buddy, make a noise, make a big noise, play a big man, gonna be a big man someday. Got mud on your face, big disgrace. Somebody better put you back into your place. Everybody, we will rock you. That's not really the drum line for it. It's like, buddy, make a noise, make a big noise, playing in the street, gonna be a big man someday. Mud on your face, big disgrace. Somebody better put you back into your place. We will teach you how to. Remember when we did that song, how to count to 10 in Ojibwe? Yeah, we were all like, Beijik nijnes way ni win. Nanin and nin god was way. Nij was way. Nish was way. Jungus way and midas way. Everybody singing. Man, I miss Freddie Mercury. What a great singer. I paid my dues time after time. But the AIDS caught up with him. Anyway, Dewey gun. The drum is the central instrument used in the Nime Idiwag in a powwow. Now, kind of powwows are getting sort of, I don't know, glossed over. People think powwows were something that happened in the old Wild West. Powwows were based on the old Wild West rodeo. They were sort of invented long after white people and Indian people were, you know, trading and doing commerce and living together. It wasn't really like, oh, here's a sacred Indian ceremony. I think our title is something like The Sacred Drum. Oh yeah, you know, we invented the drum. You know. Then we gave it to every other culture in the world. But the Deweigan, the drum, kind of as the story goes, I was talking about this the other day too, that back in the days of the roaming Indian band villages, you know, people would follow the buffalo or whatever, or they'd follow the trout downstream or whatever. You know, there were lots of different Indian languages and Indian people here before. I mean, there still are, But before we all went to boarding schools and learned English, Indian people used to, trade and do stuff with different, tribes. And they would speak different languages. And so the drum became kind of a way to celebrate, to have feasts, to have parties with other people who didn't speak your language. That's why so many of the old powwow songs, they don't really have words. I mean, there's a lot of powwow songs that do have words, But it's tough because a lot of powwow singers, they know the old, like the flag song, or there's a lot of just standard powwow tunes that are just in audibles, Way, way down, hey, ya, where da, hey, ya, way, ho. Way da, hey, ya, way, ya, way, hey, ya, way, ya, way, ya, oh, whatever. But in the old days, I think that's how they communicated. They would get together, they'd make some food, they'd be like, yeah, let's sit down around the fire. I'm going to pull out the drum. And they didn't speak each other's language at all. So the guy would just start drumming. And he'd hand a drumstick to the Dakota guy. Go, here, let's go for a round. As the years would go by, that practice, that cultural practice of creating music together would evolve into the jam session. Now Indian guys will get together with their acoustic guitars, with their electric guitars and that, and then play the blues. But back in the days, the grandfathers, it was all about the Dawei-igan, the drum. Nime is to dance. Nime iriwag means people dancing, or they dance. So I've seen a lot of people with when they make like an Ojibwe powwow poster, they'll be like, come join our Nimi Iriwag. Come join our they dance. But they're saying, come to the powwow. And you can listen to the Dawei-igan Nagamon, to the drum song. But I don't know. La-di-da-da. John Redcorn, my best friend is the N-word. Yeah, he's lucky to have a friend like you. My best friend is the N-word. Oh, you mean the Niji? Yeah, me too. Where's my Niji? Hey, that's the N-word. Quit saying the N-word. Live long and prosper. Wise words from the Vulcans. Although Mr. Spock, a lot of people don't know this, Mr. Spock was a half-breed. He's what we call a Wisakode Winini. A Wisakode Winini. A mixed blood, a person of mixed ancestry. There's a lot of people, a lot of Indian people who are Wisakode Winini, who come from part of their families from the Indian side, and then there's a non-Indian side. It's not really covered in critical race theory, but Ojibwe people in the old days were kind of famous for snagging outside of their racial group. We weren't all that uptight about, oh no, don't marry that white woman. As soon as the Ojibwe guys locked eyes with those French women, it was all over. And likewise, the Ojibwe women, they locked eyes with the French fur traders, the voyageurs or whatever. Like, oh wow, look at that guy. He's got a big old beard. No, that's a man. So we intermarried pretty quickly, It wasn't all racism. But, where was I going with this? The drum, the N-word. I was going somewhere with that and it just went out. I don't know. You're talking about powwows and then hooking up with white people. Yeah. Something about Tesoros de Tomas. You need to go to a meeting, Nanaboozhoo. Yeah, I know. I got to go to a AA meeting. You're going to an AA meeting, eh? Yeah. No. Grant me the serenity. But live long and prosper. Oh, Vulcans. Yeah, Spock was a Wisakode Winini, like a lot of Indian people. You know, he'd fully identified as a Vulcan, and his culture was Vulcan through and through. The dude lived the Vulcan way. You know, he didn't introduce himself as, oh, hi, I'm Mr. Spock. I'm part Vulcan. You know, but, you know, he was culturally Vulcan, but his mom was a human. He was a half-breed. And so sometimes, you know, the racist Vulcans would be like, oh, here comes an old half-breed Spock. And he's like, hey, that's Mr. Spock to you, buddy. I'm in Starfleet. Oh, really? What's your rank? Well, I'm, you know, second in command. I'm at like a, whatever that is on a ship. But they just call me Mr. You know, if I got married and transitioned, they call me Mrs. Spock. What is that? Why do they call him Mr. Spock? It should be like General Spock or something. It should be First Lieutenant Spock. Yeah, First Lieutenant Spock, not Mr. Spock. And what, he doesn't have a last name? I think Spock is his last name. Is it? What's his first name? I don't know. Leonard? No, that's Leonard Nimoy. He should have just went with Leonard Nimoy. That sounds more Vulcan than Spock. What was he, a baby doctor? Yeah, he's Dr. Spock. Remember that? Was a baby doctor. Oh, my name's Dr. Spock. I wrote a book. Quit feeding your kid, bacon and beer. Here, I published a book. But anyway, Star Trek was really good about dealing with race stuff. Because you had, Mr. Spock dealing with being a mixed blood. You had Lieutenant Uhura. She was a black chick. You know, getting all sexually harassed on a board and the Enterprise. You think she was sexually harassed? Well, she had to wear a little mini skirt and go-go boots. I don't think that was like Starfleet. What is up with Starfleet? It's like they seem to have uniforms. They seem like, okay, in the future, the military uniform's going to be this, polyester jumpsuit in black and Renaissance colors, depending on your rank. Oh, I'm a big shot. Put me in a gold shirt. Oh, I'm just a lowly ensign. I wear red or maroon or whatever. Put me in a purple shirt. I'm sure to die. But anyway, but then the girls, you got Lieutenant Uhura wearing a mini skirt and like 70s knee-high boots. And I think she made out with Kirk. And the country was stunned. Oh, look, it's a white guy kissing a black woman on TV. That's the first interracial kiss. Like, yeah, so who cares? Who was the first white guy to kiss an Indian? Columbus? Why are we celebrating that? But anyway. And then you get to the next generation. And here we go again. We got Deanna Troi. She's an empath. And she's half human, half betazoid. Is she half human? Or is she full-blood betazoid? I don't know. I can't remember. I think she might be half. But her character, like her, military uniform was to have like this low-cut, just form-fitting yoga, she looked like she was a figure skater. She was wearing a figure skater outfit indoors. Yeah. She kind of looked like Prince dressed, only with a low cut. Anyway. So Deanna Troi is like the sexy female with the, questionable uniform. And again, I'm thinking, does the captain, is that his prerogative? Okay, these are uniforms, except, excuse me, Uhura, Deanna Troi, I got a different outfit I want you to wear. No, you guys, you'll dress like me, but... And then who's the other one? Worf. Worf is a Wisakore Winity. He's a half-breed. Worf is half Klingon and half human. Or is he full-blood Klingon but raised by humans? Good question. Like, did a human and a Klingon get it on? Yes. I think his parents are human, but he was adopted by them. That's what it is. So he grew up racially Klingon, but culturally human. So he's always like really posing. He's like one of those Indian guys who, grew up in a city and then he gets back to the res for the first time when he's all grown up and like, hey, look at me. I'm wearing braids and, everything is something, a little reminder that he's Indian. Hey, as Indian people, how we are. We love to blank, Yeah, okay. But Worf's kind of like that. He's always got to remind everybody that he's a Klingon. They're like, yeah, we know. How could we not? Look at your face. It's disgusting. Another race that I think is weird in the Star Trek world are the Kardashians. I mean, Kim Kardashian? Yeah, that's just it. Before Kim Kardashian or whatever, there was a race of people on Deep Space Nine called the Kardashians. And you're half expecting Kim and Kanye to show up beaming into the spaceship. I don't know. But boy, those new Star Treks are stupid. And it's painful to watch. They reanimated Patrick Stewart. Oh, and the new, whatever. Yeah, Picard. Ugh. I mean, you had to assume, it's like, yeah, that guy must be getting old by now. Because what, he was 60 when he did Next Generation back in the good old days. But he's literally like 120 now. And, I don't know. They try to recreate the magic of Next Generation. They just can't do it. So kids, Dawei gun, the drum. Sacred item. They say the drum has its own spirit. People get very touchy about the drum. They say women should never sit at the drum because they're unclean. That's what people don't like to be reminded, just how old-fashioned and like Islamic traditional Indian people were. It's like, keep those women away from my sacred drum. It's a man's drum. That's one of the rules. I've heard people say, never paint your drum. And I go, really? Why not? He goes, what? It's your mother? It's like, no, it's not my mom. He goes, no, you don't paint the face of a drum any more than you paint the face of your mother. Would you put paint all over your mother's face? This guy actually said it to me like that. And I go, you should have seen my mom's face in the 80s. She had lots of paint on it. I mean, she practically looked like a raccoon with all the eyeliner. It was the 80s. I mean, come on. Everybody's mom was painted. It's called makeup. But anyway, so some people are like, no, you never leave your drum alone. You must feast your drum and put her away. Was my drum a woman now? But it says it has a spirit, because it's got a song. And a lot of people think of the drum as having a spiritual language. People use it to pray. to sing, to worship, to thank the Creator, to be like a meditation, a prayer, or whatever. There are healing songs. Some people take hand drums and will like sing a healing song for somebody. There's in the powwow itself, there's like special songs. It'd be like the honor song, a veteran song, special song that they want to honor the veterans of war. Get you dog, Nagamon, a veteran song, or warrior song, whatever. And then there was Neil Peart from Rush. Yeah. Great drummer, Neil Peart. Played the drums. And we all loved him for his drumming ability, but it was actually his lyrics that I loved him the most for. Rush had great lyrics. Neil Peart was the drummer and wrote the words. Nime Iriwag. Powwow. So anyway, the powwows came back into life in like the late 60s, early 70s. So I'm told. Benny used to talk about the time before the powwows came back. Because, it was pretty much for years there's no powwows anywhere. And then the American Indian movement, I started to encourage these. He goes, pull out your old drum. Dust off that, You look at old pictures of powwows in Red Lake from the 70s. And like the powwow outfits they look like something that was sort of made and like kind of cheesy. Guys with like fringed vests dressed in like something they saw in an old John Wayne movie. But they would pull out the old drums, and a lot of the guys remembered the old songs and would teach the songs to the young people. And people would come around and yes, here's an answer to if there's any non-Indians watching this. I've had this question a lot. Non-Indian person goes, is it okay if a white person comes to one of the powwows? It's like, is it okay? People are counting on it. Why do you think there's so many vendors? Yes, this is for white people. Well, you think I need to go to a powwow to see my cousins? Which I do. But, no, the powwows were set up kind of like the rodeos. They're based like Wild Bill Hickok. Is that his name? Is Hickok right? Who's the guy who does the movies? That's Bill Hickok. I don't know. Yeah, Wild Bill's Rodeo. Wild West, whatever, where they'd like have guys come out, cowboys, and do their tricks. And then they would like have Indians come out and do their tricks. So, here, look, a real Indian. Well, our powwows are based on that. We just got rid of the cowboys. And they started selling fry bread and fry bread tacos and whatever. Dream catchers and anything you want like that. Drums. But it was all to drum music. And I heard this recently. They were talking about there's a certain power at powwows that even though it's loud and busy, babies will fall fast asleep. It's this amazing thing. You can bring a baby into this loud, crowded powwow. And here's another thing, by the way. Powwow people have no idea how to use microphones. I noticed this in my church on the res too. I don't mean to sound racist, but do Indian people not understand microphones? Like our pastor at our church, I finally got him wearing a clip-on microphone because he'd set up a microphone, have it kind of pointing at his face from 2 feet away. And then he would talk in the opposite direction. Like, oh, and nobody can hear him. And he looked at me like, yeah, can you turn up the volume? Like, you have to talk into a microphone, you guys. So Indian people are either oblivious to the microphone. They think if it's just pointing in their direction, they can just, like, the microphone's going to pick up the sound in the air around them. Or, like the MCs at a powwow, number one, they just crank all volume to 10. So the speakers at a powwow are just cranked. And they'll bring, if they got it together, they'll actually have cordless microphones. They'll bring a microphone to the drum and hold it over the drummers and the singers so it can go through the amplifier. 10 300-pound singers singing at the top of their lungs isn't loud enough in a powwow. They got to amplify that. But end up, the MC gets on there and it's like, you go, what? You just burned out my eardrums and you're swallowing that microphone. Okay, so Indian people, the microphone should be about 4 inches from your face if you're in a quiet room and there's no noise around you. You notice like in rock bands, they put their lips right on the microphone. That's because the microphone is set so not hot that it doesn't pick up anything when you're this far. Because they don't want all the other guitars and drums getting through there. So they talk that close. If you crank the sensitivity of the microphone to 10 and put it up on your face, nobody can understand you. Welcome to the Rich Lake. You know, it's all, ugh. I hate you, MCs. Hey! Nah, just kidding. But, because nobody wants to say anything, you know. It's like, hey, you're doing great. You know, because some friendly Indian guy up there just doing his job. He's just being the MC. You know. Up next. But, you know, you got to set the... Anyway. I've known a few MCs in my time. And, that's right, I'm talking to you, Frankie. Frankie Graves. So what else we got going on today, sweetie? Are you going to play a song? I was thinking about playing Snow on Skin. Or, should we do the Leech Lake song? We could. Gaz aga squad Jamaica. Gaz aga squad Jamaica. Every 4th of July, there's a 3-day powwow at Gaz aga squad Jamaica. Ambe. Ando. Gaz aga squad Jamaica. Gnimi idiwag. Come to the Leech Lake powwow. Gaz aga squad Jamaica. And I'll let you get up here. All right. This is a song we wrote about Leech Lake Reservation. And up next, the lovely and the talented Natasha. I like how you said that. Yeah, that's how I get like romantic. You start out loud and you just get quiet. The lovely and the talented Natasha. You gave me shivers. Gaz aga squad Jamaica. Uh-oh. Wait a second. I got crazy filters on this. I don't think we want that, do we? You know what, the Luma key? Probably not. So let me just close this. And voila. So I wrote a song about Leech Lake, how to say it in Ojibwe. Gazaga Squad Jamaica, Gazaga Squad Jamaica. It's fun when you sing it. Now Natasha's gonna bring it. Gazaga Squad Jamaica, 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 Lindonjaba. Oh, wow. Gazaga Squad Jamaica, 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 Lindonjaba. Oh, Gazaga Squad Jamaica, Gazaga Squad Jamaica. Please like, share, and subscribe. A shameless plug. Me Gwetch. La 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 la. I just like that song. Yeah, me too. BOOZHOO! Natasha Nindishana Cause. Ani Neji Ayan. How are you? Neiman Wyndham, G-A-I-N, Omanungu. Happy to be here today. Getting started late in the afternoon. Yeah. You know, we went on so early yesterday that we didn't get very many viewers. Yeah, I saw that. So I thought maybe I'd give, YouTube time to have people watch yesterday's video before we came on again. Okay. La 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 ha ha. Oh, Tesoros de Tomas says, don't you remember that it was illegal for large numbers of Indians to gather and dance? Is that right? It was actually illegal for Indians to gather and dance. That's like the little town in Footloose. Hey, you Indians, you better quit dancing. I gotta get loose, footloose. Put on my Sunday shoes. Please, Louise, pour me up on their knees. Jack, get back. Come on, gonna get sacked. Loose, cut loose. Everybody cut, everybody cut. Everybody cut, everybody cut. Everybody cut Footloose. They tried to insert that expression. That wasn't really an 80s expression. I'd like to address this finally for the children of this generation. There's been a lot of talk about why people in the 80s use such strange expressions like, everybody cut Footloose, or gag me with a spoon. These are expressions that are reflected in songs, but at the time, I'm here to tell you, nobody said that. Until that song and a movie came out, nobody said, hey man, let's go down to the dance. I feel like cutting loose, foot loose. Come on, everybody, let's cut loose. I mean, maybe since then, that's become an expression, but I remember hearing that song going, what? Everybody cut like a scissors? Come on, let's cut loose. No. And there was another song called Valley Girls or something. That was all, oh, gag me with a spoon. I had never heard that. But you can gag me with a spoon now. Because of the current events, huh, sweetie? What do you mean? Oh, you haven't been keeping a track of the current events? A little bit. You mean the war? What war? Apparently Russia's taken the Ukraine back. Oh, does that really actually belong to Russia? I don't know. No, not that. Oh, you mean the coronavirus? And how it's over now? Oh, yeah. No. Good job, everybody. I'm glad we got through the coronavirus thing. No, the current events. Bob Saget dying? No, silly. What are you talking about? I don't know. I was buying time to think of something funny. I can't get what I heard last night out of my mind, and nobody here is gonna care about this. Should I talk about it? What? Well, you can't read my mind? You probably shouldn't talk about it. Why? Because it has nothing to do with Ojibwe language and culture. We are crazy Kiss fans, but nobody who watches our show shares that. I know, but it's not even news. So here's the story. Last night, I'm just killing time, wasting my life watching YouTube videos. And I stumble across an interview with ex-girlfriend of Ace Frehley. I'm not even going to remember her name now. But, they were together for like 12 years. And she started laying out some inside gossip about Kiss that you will blow your mind. And no, I'm not going to talk about it. It's actually too taboo, too adult to talk about here. But Kiss fans who stumble across this, the way crazy middle-aged Kiss Army guys who watch his show, who've been following Kiss like we have, maybe already heard about this, but look into Paul Stanley's sister. Okay? I don't want to say too much. And Paul Stanley's niece. Otherwise, but since I watched that interview, I've just been, what? It's the most disturbing thing. Anyway, but I'm sure nobody here knows what I'm talking about. The Weasel Zappa. People think you look like, what's his name? Frank Zappa. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I like it when people say you look like Paul Stanley, but you do actually look more like Frank Zappa. I know. Catholic girls with a tiny little mustache. Catholic girls, do you know how they go? Catholic girls. Do-do-do-do-do-do. We could jam in Joe's garage. His mama was saying, turn it down. We was playing the same old song in the afternoon, and sometimes we would play it all night long. It was all we knew, and easy too, so we wouldn't get it wrong. Sometimes of the life you got to the song that goes like ooh doo 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 doo. Turn that down. don't know. We could jam in Joe's garage. I liked how yesterday we were talking to the ghost of David Bowie. Yeah, he's a good caller, huh? Another one. Song. Dwayne gun, drum. So a drum song would be a Dwayne gun, another one. A modern day warrior, mean, mean stride. Today's Tom Sawyer, mean, mean pride. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Is it the warrior today's Tom Sawyer? He gets high on you, and if Spacey invades, he gets right on to the fiction of Hoa. What is it, sweetie? It's surrealist. No. Yep. How much is time? $50. Mino Giga Shame. Good morning. Well, Mino Giga Shame. But Chimi Gwetch. Great thanks, Surrealist, for your very generous super chat. We really appreciate it. Miigwetch. Surrealist. Miigwetch. Chimi Gwetch. Miigwetch for the Junia. If you'd like to support the show, click the link to the links below. Of course, we take super chats during the live stream. And, hey, you know what? What's that? Should I talk about Chad? Chad from accounting? No, silly Chad, our friend. Okay. So we got a buddy who wants to help us out with a website. And he's getting real close to quitting his day job. They want him to get the jab. And he's like, I don't think so. But this spring we're going to have kind of the reopening of our show with a new website and new videos and new stuff coming. But we were talking yesterday, and he was like, you know, have you thought about doing shorter video bits? Maybe clips from the live stream or something? Because there's a lot of podcasts I don't listen to because they're so long. And I'm like, yeah, you know, me too, actually. I usually like just a little 5-minute, 10-minute clip of somebody's podcast. But I had to tell him, say, yeah, but you know what? I always want to do this live stream. In a weird way, I feel like we have a community of people that we kind of know that I don't want to lose by doing just pre-tape stuff and putting out little... Like if we wanted to be more, I just dropped my stick. So much for drum music, but so much of the show. Oh, we could be so much more popular if we just put out short videos that were just to the point with titles like, you know, The Story of the Dream Catcher. And me, no, none of this goofing around live stream nonsense. But this is what I really like doing, and I really love our audience, and I don't want to lose this. So, this spring, when we make our new changes, we might be adding new stuff, but we're never going to not come on live. If just to say hi and connect with the BOOZHOO crew. But, so during this time, you can support us like Surrealist, or you can click on the links to our Patreon page, or our PayPal page, or our GoFundMe. And Michael has books for sale on Amazon.com.
Dog and
Like
my
Dog and
Inga.
Megan by Michael Lyons. Hello.
BOOZHOO.
1.
Beijig.
1 dog.
Beijig anamosh.
1 wolf.
Beijig ma Inga.
2.
Nij.
2 eagles.
Nij migazi wug.
3.
Niswe.
3 bears.
Niswe mukwug.
4.
4.
Ni win.
4 raccoons.
Ni win. Asi banang. Nanen.
5. 5 deer.
Nanen. Wawa shigeshi wug.
6.
Nin god waswe.
6 crows.
Nin god waswe. Andeg wug.
7.
Nij waswe.
7 rabbits.
Nij waswe. Wabuzug.
8.
Ish waswe.
8 squirrels.
Ish waswe. Misa jidamut.
9.
Jangaswe.
9 birds.
Jangaswe. Beneshi yug.
10.
Midaswe.
10 butterflies.
Midaswe mamengwa. Mi gwech.
Thank you. Dog and Maingan.
By Michael Lyons. Available at
Amazon.com.
Dog and Maingan. So, yeah, Michael, the rockstar cartoonist, has books for sale on Amazon.com. There's also this little beauty. An English Ojibwe coloring book. And what did we do with the slideshow? Slideshow. Looking out on the morning rain. An English Ojibwe coloring book. You can get this all on Amazon.com. And what's the other one? Oh, and then there's BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. This is a hello squirrel. BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. Hello squirrel. And, I don't know. Sweetie. Yeah? Did you want to take a call? A phone call? Yeah. Oh, sure. On line 2? Yep, line 2. Hello, caller. Welcome to the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast. You're on the air.
Hey, Natasha. It's me, Big Bird.
Well, hi, Big Bird, sweetie. It's Big Bird. Hey, okay, BOOZHOO, Big Bird.
Well, hi, NANABOOZHOO. How you guys doing today?
Well, we're great. What's going on?
Well, I wanted to call and learn the Ojibwe word.
Okay. Why are you talking like that?
This is just my voice. It's not condescending. I'm Big Bird.
I never realized. I forgot you sounded like that. Anyway, today is Neo-Keisha Good. It's the 4th day.
Neo-Keisha Good. The 4th day. Thursday.
Yeah. And then, Nagamon is a song.
A song. Nagamon.
Yeah. And then there's Dewe Igun, drum.
Dewe Igan. Drum.
Yeah. And Nimi Iriwag is a word, means they dance. Nimi is a dance. And Iriwag is they dance. Or a powwow.
Nimi Iriwag. They dance.
Yeah. They dance. And finally, we were talking about Gazagasqua Jamaica. This is like the place of Leech Lake.
Gazagasqua Jamaica. Leech Lake. Those are good Ojibwe words.
Yeah. Listen, you're starting to creep me out.
Don't be creeped out. I'm Big Bird.
I know, but I'm not a little kid anymore. You don't have to condescend.
No, I want to learn the Ojibwe words.
Yeah, okay, well, here's a phrase. Gigawaba min, minawa. I will see you again.
Gigawaba min, minawana tasa.
Okay. Yikes! I know. I'd forgotten what a psychopath Big Bird sounds like. Yeah, when you're a little kid, you think, oh, it's Big Bird. He's cute, you know. Why does he talk like that? Because I think he's on the edge. I think he's going to be the next one to snap. I know. That Sesame Street is a... That place freaks me out. Yeah, I don't think I'd want to go to Sesame Street. Me either. Although we've been there a couple of times already. I know. There was a time when it wasn't a dream. It wasn't really a goal. But when we first started the show, I remember thinking, you know what? Sesame Street would eat us up with a spoon. What do you mean? Like, they would love to have a couple of Native Americans from the res on their show. They've become so woke and everything's all about race and critical race theory. Oh. I could just envision us getting invited to be on Sesame Street. And it must be good exposure, or all these rock stars wouldn't be guests on there. But now, I don't know. I think because of people like Surrealist and the fact that we're making just enough money doing what we're doing, I don't have any goals or dreams of promoting our show on, you know, the big time. Like if they invited us to go to Sesame Street, would you do it? I don't know. I'd have to think about it. I know I wouldn't want to do like a talk show. If, like I remember seeing Jim Henson on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, and that'd be great if it was Johnny Carson. But if like Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy, that other guy, invited us, I'd be like, nah, I don't think so. Even though it'd probably bring us good advertising. Why am I talking about this? Who cares? Anyway, I think that's all the time we have for today. Did you want to add anything? Do you want to send us out with Snow on Skin? Yeah, let's do that. Let's play one more song. Do you want to add anything? I'll just tell my said miigwech. I will. Hey everyone, on behalf of NANABOOZHOO and Michael Lyons, I want to say miigwech from the bottom of my heart. Chi miigwech. Bisandawieg. Thank you for listening. And miigwech gonawabieg. Thank you for watching. BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am Natasha. This is NANABOOZHOO. Okay, miigwech. This is Michael Lyons. Thanks so much. And I will see you again. This song is called Snow on Skin. Sweetie, one to teleport. Make it so, number one. See you tomorrow. It's not working. Remember, you gotta jiggle the wire. Yeah, jiggle the wire and push in the button. Push the button, but hold the button at the same time and jiggle. I'm jiggling in. And the road is closed. Still the cars pull in. Now the day is young, so we begin again. And I shut my eyes to what might be a cool recess beneath these old pine trees. And I don't remember where I've been. My past dissipates like snow on skin. It's cold outside, let me in. Our past dissipates like snow on skin, snow on skin. From what I've seen, nothing's meant to last, but I can't move forward, and I'm living in the past. But I've come so far, and I've run so fast. But how long do I have, and how long can I last? I don't remember where I've been. My past dissipates like snow on skin. It's cold outside, let me in. Our past dissipates like snow on skin, snow on skin. What I've seen, nothing's meant to last.
That's for sure.
And I can't move forward,
Why is that?
and I'm living in the past. And I'm living in the past. And I'm living in the past.